Ajax knocks Deadpool off the cliff. For now, all we know about Ajax is that he's a newly armored brute who tracked down Deadpool through Doctor Killebrew. In the fleeting moment of his fall, Deadpool reflects on how he was involuntarily teleported from his home in San Francisco to the top of this mountain only to be socked in the jaw by someone he didn't recognize as a friend or foe. As a result of the fall, Deadpool dies. He senses the presence of death behind him, who rushes towards him with open arms, showering him with kisses. The thing is, this wasn't their first date. Let's go back a few years to understand what is actually going on here. The events begin with the Special Weapons Development Department of the Canadian Government Department K, which is working on the Weapon X project. Weapon X is a project designed to transform all willing and unwilling beings into living weapons through genetic research. A general is giving Wade Wilson a tour of the department's premises. Wade Wilson is a mercenary who was diagnosed with cancer. He accepted the Canadian government's offer to participate in the experiment, hoping that the Weapon X project will save him from cancer and provide him a ticket to a brighter future.
Fresh meat!
Unfortunately, Wade ended up in hospice after the failed experimental treatment. As a result of the experiments, Wade received a mutant healing factor that cured him of cancer but left him horribly disfigured and subsequently insane. Hospice is a government facility where failed super soldiers from the Weapon X project are treated. The patients of Hospice served as experimental subjects for Doctor Killebrew and his sadistic assistant attendant. The Hospice patients constantly placed bets in a Deadpool on how long each subject would live. Wade, who had just arrived at Hospice, was one of the subjects on whom bets were placed today.
Hey, you're Wade Wilson, right? Shut up! I only have 2 bullets. I don't want to waste. I don't mean to be rude, but a man's final moments are a sacred thing. I'd like to be alone, if you don't mind. Hi, I'm attendant. Let's be friends. You piece of garbage! The doctor wants to see you.
Among themselves, the patients whispered that Wade had just become the new king of Deadpool because he caught Dr. Killebrew's eye, which means Wade would never die.
Well, his pain receptors still work. Where am I? I'm Dr. Killebrew. I run this facility. Welcome to the workshop.
I want to die. Please, kill me!
Dr. Killebrew collected failed super soldiers from Weapon X, using them as subjects for his experiments, torturing and tormenting them, but intentionally not killing them.
What are you going to do to me?
Whatever I want. Say I.
When Wade first met Death, he was already completely insane. Death listened to him and reveled in what Wade was saying and feeling. Death and Wade Wilson grew fond of each other, but they could not be together. Death told Wade that his body and soul were ready to pass through the dark curtain, but external circumstances kept him alive. Death told Wade that if he wanted her and desired to be with her, he needed to find a way to die.
Dear Journal, this has been a bad month. I tried repeatedly to get together with Death, but unfortunately, she hasn't returned my calls. The attending is starting to get on my nerves. He's in my way. If I wasn't too busy trying to kill myself, he'd be first in line for a neck breaking.
While playing cards with his buddies, Wade once again contemplated how to get rid of attending, who constantly interfered with Wade's attempts to end his own life. One of the patients accidentally revealed that attendant's real name is Francis. Attending despises his true name. The last person who called him Francis barely survived, and that's exactly what Wade needed.
I knew a kid named Francis once. He was so fat he had to iron his clothes in the driveway. Were you a fatty, Francis? What? Who wants quiet time? Permanently? Oh, that would be me, Francis, and pink frilly pantses. All of you shut up!
Attendant grabbed Wade and carried him to the electric chair. While attendant tortured Wade, Wade saw Death again.
Is this it? Am I dead?
To Wade's dismay, the torture did not result in his death. Worm realized that Wade's rebellion had induced changes.
Look at their eyes, Wilson. You're like a hero, Wade. Shut up and listen good, freak. I am not a hero. I don't give a squirt about you or anyone else in this godforsaken place. But Wade, you could do something here. Make things right.
On the same day, attending informed Dr. Killebrew that Wade was undermining his authority among the failed super soldiers.
If you want to stop the laughter, make them fear you again. Just do it without Wilson. He's untouchable unless I say otherwise. Understood, sir. Worm! Hey, Wilson! Bummer, huh?
Attending stated that from now on, if Wade misbehaves, Attending will punish one of his friends instead of him. Worm, who is soon to face death, says that Wade can't save him anymore. He asked Wade to remember their morning conversation, to stay on track, and to do something right. Attending pulls down the lever and performs a lobotomy on Worm in front of all the patients. Wade sees Death, who tells him that his friend is in torment and that he must kill his friend to end this agony. Wade twists Worm's neck.
I will make you pay for this if it takes me forever. The doctor doesn't like it when you break his toys. Time to die, boy.
As soon as Doctor Killebrew learns that Wade has killed Worm, he orders Attendant to kill Wade. Death was already standing behind him, but this time Wade didn't want to die. He had an overwhelming desire for revenge.
Oh, this is not over! Will you shut him up, please? Doc's orders, buddy. You're dead! Francis!
It's all right, baby. Kiss me, and you can rest.
Yes, but Francis...
The burning desire for vengeance fully activates Wade's healing factor. The healing factor influences Wade's regeneration, making him more alive than any living being.
I'll see you later. Just gonna take this opportunity to settle my one outstanding account. That's all. Then I'm yours, I swear.
Wade entered the main hall where all the patients of Hospice had gathered, listening to Attendant reading the new rules of the facility. Upon hearing a scream, Attending turned around and saw Wade. In Wade's hands were numerous weapons he had taken from the guards. Attendant grabbed Wade and snapped his spine, but to his surprise, Wade didn't collapse. Thanks to his healing factor, he almost instantly regenerated and started shooting at Attending.
Wilson, you can't! You're right, Wilson can't. He's dead. But Deadpool's in the house now!
Deadpool killed Attending and the guards. Dr. Killebrew escaped, and the patients of Hospice became free. Deadpool remained, waiting for Death, but she never came.
I'm ready now. Death? Come on. This isn't funny.
And as Deadpool fell from the mountain after being struck by a stranger, Death came to him once again. Deadpool heard a familiar voice speaking to his lifeless body. Upon looking around, he saw a helmetless brute and recognized him as Attending. Somehow Attending had survived and regenerated as Ajax, reborn with one goal in mind: to kill all the surviving subjects who had escaped from Hospice that evening and seek revenge on Deadpool. Deadpool was displeased to see that Attending was alive, but he was already prepared to finally reunite with Death when suddenly, behind Death's back, Deadpool saw the souls of his former friends from the Weapon X project. Worm, whom Attendant had killed to punish Wade, asked Deadpool for a favor: to see the mission through to the end and kill Ajax. Worm explained to Deadpool that they were trapped and couldn't leave with Death because Ajax had killed them all in Deadpool's name, their blood on Deadpool's hands. Deadpool assured his old friends that he would see the mission through and kill Ajax. Deadpool's soul kissed Death and suddenly found itself back in Deadpool's body.
At least one thing's settled. It's official. The chick can kiss. Maybe next time it'll be a hello, not a goodbye.